So
Very good.
fantastic. It makes me feel very happy. If you're good, I'm so happy about that. Welcome to my class one more time and let's refresh, all right, what we've learned before in our last class. Let me see. Nyan, what do you remember about our last class?
Let's remember last class. I think that we learned about type of movie, right?
Last class, we were talking about like different type of movies, all right? So for example, like, can you tell me some of them?
Action movie, animated movie,
Animated movie, that's right. Animated,
comedy, science fiction, blah blah blah.
etc. All right. So we cover all that in our previous one. Also, look at this. Let me show you.
Looks like you, right?
This one.
Yes, that man looks like you.
Oh, which means if this guy looks like me, he's handsome. All right. So I think we also cover. Let me just tell you, it was in the last one before, right? The last before, and then the last one we also cover the superlative. I don't know if you remember this. All right, superlative and comparative, and I taught you how to use the superlative and the comparative in English. All right. So we did some exercises, especially these ones. And in addition to this, we completed the chat and I explained to you that there are some irregular adjectives. For example, we have the case of good, better, and the best, right? Bad, worse, and the worst.
Or bad, worse, worst.
Okay,
Uh,
bad, worse, and the worst. All right.
yeah.
So that was the way we did it. That was actually what we talked before about. And we organized the sentences, we completed the exercises, and also I think I gave you homework. So now it's a great time, a great opportunity to start our new lesson, okay? Culture, films, fame. And I'm gonna have a question for you. Listen to this, Nyan. Let me ask you something. Do you think that actually a famous person can receive a prize for acting bad?
Mm, yes, I think so.
Sure, right? So let's see this lesson. All right. Maybe you will like it. So look at this. All right. I would like you to look at the photos. All right. And tell me, what can you see here in these pictures?
Two men.
Okay, two persons, a lady and a man, a gentleman.
Wait, is that the lady? Looks like a man.
No, it's a lady. Look at well. Look at her hair and her earrings.
Because the Chinese man looks like it too, so I think that she is the man.
Not
The
really.
man.
Actually, if you look at her, she really looks a girl. Look at her, like her. I think she has some nails, and then the hair is like tied like that, and it seems to be obviously a dress. Anyway, so let me ask you something. What is happening here? What's going on?
They got some prize.
Yeah, they got prizes. All right, they got some prize. So they both got some prizes. All right, so I want you to use the words below to tell me about themselves. All right, I want you to talk a little bit more about themselves, but especially using these words.
Okay. First person actress. She's the actress. Cry. Right.
The
Actress
act,
and
the
cry.
actress, the actress, all right, was crying, all right, and then what's happened?
Make us outfit. They both have the prize. and the win.
Then after that, they have to make a speech. And what can you tell me about their outfit?
Black outfit.
Yeah, both. Like, you know, the guy, um, Mr. James. I don't know if you know him or if you ever seen this guy before. Actually, his name is, let me see. Wow, he's very popular here in America. His name is James. Oh, wow. Actually, he was in a video and also in a movie.
Okay.
He's singer. He's a singer too.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna look for the name. So I have I have to remember. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. So in one, okay, right here. Give me just 1 second. Anyway, so another time I will be looking for this. But his last name is James. What I don't remember is his name. He's very popular, especially he was a prestige actor in Hollywood. All right.
Mm.
So then now let's continue. This is what we are going to do here. We are going to read the test. We are going to match the hiddens from 1 to 6 with paragraphs
21.
with paragraph A to paragraph E. And then there is one of these hiddens that you will not need to use. All right. You are going to listen carefully. Uh, Actually, we have 6. All right. We have 6. However, we have 5 paragraphs. One of them is not going to be the corresponding hidden or the respective hidden of one of this paragraph, which means that it's going to be there just because it's there. So let's listen to this and let's read along with the audio. Pay close attention and analyze the information you will be reading in.
Lesson 4C.
Okay.
Exercise 2.
The Oscars. The Oscars awards ceremony is one of the most famous ceremonies in the world and is watched live on TV in over 200 countries. The first ceremony happened in Hollywood in 1929, and all of the prizes were for silent films. For the first 10 years, the results were given to the newspapers before the ceremony. However, since 1941, the names of the winners have been a secret until the last moment. No one is exactly sure where the name Oscars came from. One story is that in 1931, the director of the Academy thought that the Golden Award looked like her Uncle Oscar, and the name stayed. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has over 6,000 members, actors, directors, producers, etc. Each year, they vote for the winners in 25 categories. The most important categories are Best Film, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Actor. No one is very interested in what the men wear. They usually come in a dinner jacket or a suit, but the big fashion houses, like Chanel and Dior, try to persuade the most popular female stars to wear their dresses. The stars usually get the dresses for free, and they usually look great, but there are some bad choices too. The speeches that the winners make when they accept their Oscars are often rather boring, as they're usually just a list of people they want to thank, including their mum. The winners often get very emotional. It can sometimes be almost impossible to understand what they're saying.
Okay. Did you manage to listen very well?
Yes.
Fantastic. So now let's see. I would like to ask you which one, okay, is the corresponding heading for each of these each and every of these paragraphs. Which one is it corresponding to A?
Mm.
Look at there. The Oscar award ceremony is one of the most famous ceremonies in the world, and it is watched, all right, live on TV in over 200 countries.
C.
Let's see. Let me just confirm your answer. Remember the numbers, okay? Number 3, early days, all right? Letter B. No one is exactly sure where the name Oscars came from. One story is that in 1931, the
Early
director,
days. Oh, no,
right?
no, sorry. No, no.
Look at well.
So, six.
6. Well done. A mystery. It's a mystery. No one is exactly sure where the name Oscars came from. Let's see. Letter C. The Academy of Motions Pictures Arts and Science has over 6,000 members, actors, directors, producers, etc. Which one do you think it is?
One.
Let's see. Number
One,
5.
one.
Number 5 is gonna be deciding the winner. Okay. What about this one? Letter D. No one is very interested in what
Two.
men wear. Number 2. Fantastic. Letter E. The speeches that the winner make when they accept their Oscars are often rather boring, as they are usually just a list of people they want to thank, including their mom.
Number 1.
Number 1. So now the big question is here. Where is the one that that doesn't match to any of this? That's
Number
obvious.
4.
Number 4 is the one that doesn't match in any of this. Well done. So now, I think you already read the test. It's gonna be the same. Let's go ahead with exercise number 3. All right. So I'm going to give you the chance, all right, to read this again if you want, but if you think you already understood very well what is written there. So you're going to answer the questions we are having here.
Okay.
Do you think you will need some time to read again, or you can do it all at once right now?
It's okay.
You go ahead.
Each year, number 1.
Okay.
is,
In the 1930s, how did the people know the results before the ceremony?
they vote where like they vote for the winner in 25 categories.
Okay, they voted for the winners in 25 categories, all right? Okay, so let's see here. Number 2, whose uncle looked like the prize that was awarded to the winner, or to the winners rather?
The director of the academy thought that the golden award looked like her uncle. So the director of the academy.
Okay, so that's right. That's right. The director of the academy who looked like the prize. All right, but the first one, something I want to correct here. In the first one, the results always appear in the newspaper before the ceremony, which means before the ceremony is over. So before, many years ago, now it's not anymore like that. They need to wait, all right, until the results are being given to everyone, maybe on real time. But before, in order for people to know who was the winner or who were the winners of this type of events? The press and the media, the local media by that time. All right. Uh, they used to appear in the newspapers. Okay, let's see number 3. Who votes for the winners?
Let's see in here. Oh, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences
Okay.
has over 6,000 members, so they are who vote the the winner.
Okay,
Who vote.
the members of let's say the members of the Academy of Motion Arts, actually they were the voters. Okay, they are the voters. They are the people who vote in this type of events. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Number 4. How much do the female stars usually spend on their outfits for the ceremony?
Wait, let's see. Um, Start to wear the dresses. The dresses.
Say it again one more time.
They wear the dresses.
Okay, they wear the dresses. Let's see here. They usually don't spend anything, all right? They usually don't spend anything because they get their dresses for free.
Free.
All right, and I can explain you this. Let me just make an extra emphasis here. Look at this. Give me 1 second. I will stop sharing just once to you. Do you have any idea why they get the dresses for free? Any idea? I'm gonna tell
Because
you.
they are the winner.
Not necessarily. They don't have to be the winner necessarily to get the dresses. I'm gonna tell you the reason. What's happened is there is something well known as a sponsorship. Do you know what that is?
No.
Let me
Can
write it for
you give
you.
it in the chat?
That'll be something new for you today. A sponsorship. I don't know if you ever seen before this word. A sponsorship comes from the verb sponsor. Sponsor is the action. A sponsorship is the condition. All right, the adjective. Okay, look at this. Actually, they receive the sponsorship because of people are trying to sponsor to foster, all right, their brands. Let's say, for example, I have this telephone, all right, it's a Samsung. It's a Samsung mobile phone, all right? But I want one of the stars to come out with one of his phones like, oh, look at teacher Alexis. He's currently using a Samsung device. But everyone there will
Like the
see that.
advertisement, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much all about publicity. And when everyone see these people like that, sometimes they have to give them back. They are just going to wear it for a while. Meanwhile, they are there and then do not wear it anymore. Okay, because it's just publicity. They are there like, oh, and you will see like the people like that. You will see you, for example, you will see me, oh, look at teacher Alexis. He's having a Samsung device. And because of teacher Alexis is currently having a Samsung device, everyone in the world, I'm not an influencer. I'm,
That's too much.
I'm not I'm not famous, all right, as they are, you know. I may be a popular teacher, all right, but not an influencer. Then everyone or maybe all my students would like to have a Samsung device just because they saw me using one of these. Do you understand?
I
And then
understand.
Samsung gets me the phone just for a while. Meanwhile, I'm in the event, in the ceremony. You know what I mean? So this is a sponsorship.
Understand.
Okay, so let's continue. Let me just go back. Also, number 5, what are the acceptance? All right. Why are the acceptance speeches often boring?
Because they always tell about the mom and the dad, blah blah blah, just like that. That's true.
Okay. I think that is gonna be pretty much a personal opinions based answer.
Yes.
Okay, let me just tell you. Oh, something that I want to let you know. This answer, they usually, number 4, they usually don't spend anything because they get their dresses for free. But it's not there written, but this is what happens in general. All right.
Mhm.
Just keep this in
Yeah.
mind. The next one, number 5, why are the acceptance speeches often boring? You tell me. In this case, they are often boring because the winner usually thanks a long list of people. That's the reason. For example, they start crying sometimes and they start talking, thank you, Yan, because you have been my student. Thank you, thank you, so and so, because of this. Thank you. And then everyone is like, okay, okay,
Okay.
until everyone is very emotional.
Yes. It's
Okay.
reply over. It's replay over time, so it's boring.
All right, so look at this vocabulary match. We are going to match the singular form of the highlighted words in the test with the definition below. Okay, look at this. We have some definitions. For example, the decision or score at the end of a competition, a very formal public event, a formal talk, and etc. 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 What is that we are going to do? Like I said before, I'm gonna give you the description. I am going to say the description, and you're gonna tell me what is the best word for the for this description. Number 1,
Okay.
decision or score at the end of a competition. What is it?
What? Again.
Okay, the question is here, is this. This is the decision or score at the end of a competition.
The results.
Okay, fantastic. Let me see here. That's the results. Next one, a very formal public event. What is it?
Uh, mm, Speeches.
Okay. In fact, a very formal public event is a ceremony, right? Ceremony. Remember that the public event where everyone goes there and it's take time, well groomed, everybody with nice costumes. That's a ceremony. Number 3, a formal talk that you give in public. It's a formal.
Speeches.
That's right. This one is really a speech. It's a formal talk. It's like they go this way. Distinguished members of the committee board, the press, the media, and they give a pitch that is going on top. Let's continue. Number 4, something that the winner of a competition receives.
Prize.
That is correct. Fantastic. All right, number 5, somebody who comes first in a competition. What do you think it is?
Ceremony. Oh no.
Somebody, all right, that's the winner. Okay, the winner is somebody who comes first in a competition. Let's see here. Okay, look at this. Now let's go ahead with the exercise number 5. In order for us to do this exercise, Yan, we are going to listen to a journalist talking about Okay, write it awards and answer the questions. So I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the class, I asked you a question. What was that question?
What did we learn?
Yeah, that's the regular question I use to open my class to give you some feedbacks. But after this one, do you remember what I asked you?
No.
Okay, I asked you if do you think that a winner can be given a prize just because he or she was acting bad. So let's see this. Listen to this. With this, we are going to do both exercises, 5 and 6.
Lesson 4C.
Okay,
Exercises 5 and 6.
listen to this.
While every actor in Hollywood wants an Oscar, nobody wants a Razzie.
Razzie.
Razzie is the short name for Golden Raspberry. It is an award given to the worst actors and films of the year. These awards are given out on the night before the Oscars.
Okay,
The local and foreign media are in Hollywood, so there is a lot of interest. Just not the kind of interest that most people want. How did the Razzies start? John Wilson, a Hollywood publicist, used to hold an Oscars party at his house after the real awards ceremony. At his party in 1981, he talked about the films that he liked the least that year and gave them little prizes. He encouraged friends to do the same. These parties were a huge success. So, later, he decided to start his own awards ceremony. Wilson made little awards from plastic raspberries and covered them in gold paint. They only cost $5 each and look terrible. 650 film journalists and film fans are now members of the Golden Raspberry Award Foundation, and they vote for the worst films of the year. Anyone can be a member of the foundation as long as they pay. At first, no Razzie winners wanted to collect their award, probably because they were embarrassed. But in 1988, Bill Cosby, an American comedian, heard that he had won 3 awards for Worst Actor, Worst Film, and Worst Screenplay. He said, "I want my golden raspberry, and if it isn't golden, I'm going to the press." So, a TV company made real gold awards, and Bill Cosby accepted them on a chat show. He said, "It was a lot of fun to do." After that, actors and directors with a sense of humour began accepting their awards on TV chat shows. Paul Verhoeven was the first person to go to the Razzies Awards ceremony to collect his awards in person for Worst Director and Worst Film. Other popular winners include Sandra Bullock, who accepted her Worst Actress award at the Razzies the night before she
If I'm the one of
Oscar
receipt,
for
if I'm the
Best
one that received the
for a different
prize, I will
film.
never get that.
But most Razzie winners still prefer to pretend that they haven't won.
Look at that, Sandra Bullock. I don't know if you know her or if you ever heard about Sandra Bullock, which is very famous and popular. And she got a Razzie, and she took it. She accepted. She was humble. She said, "Okay, maybe she was one." She was saying, she was thinking, "Okay, if I am the worst actor, or if I participated in the worst film, that's fine. I will take it." And then she won an Oscar.
Oh wow, she's so brave.
You know that. So I think sometimes things has to do with viewpoints. She was given she took it like, okay, she was like, "I'm the worst actress." Okay, and then she got an Oscar. Do you know what it means?
Yes. Okay, I'm the worst actor. No problem. I will try it next year.
But it was the night later, all right? The night later, she just got the Oscar
Oh, wow.
after that. So let me just tell you. Oh, I think she got the Oscar before. All right.
That's fantastic.
So here we got the all right, we got the answers, I mean the questions. So let me ask you something. What are the awards given for? The Razzie Awards. What are these type of awards given for?
Um, for the worst actor in the year.
All right, that is correct. Those awards have been given for the worst actors and actresses of the year. So let me ask you something. Second question. Do most winners come to the award ceremony as it happens with the Oscars?
No winner collect the Razzie Award before 1988.
Okay, so and what do you think it may be the reason why these winners they did not collect the prize?
Yeah, if we are the worst and we have the prize, no one will like come and say that. Just come and receive that. Just like they say that. Okay, I'm the worst actor in the year.
Yeah, that's right. Because look at this. What happens is that at certain points right of their career, it may brings back reputation to their background, to their profiles. And another thing is if they are being awarded for being the worst actors, who is going to hire them for another film? Which means it makes
Yeah,
no sense. But I like, what happens with Sandra Bullock. She took it and then she got an Oscar. And
yeah.
it's
No,
gonna be kind of like
no one want
contradictory.
to. No director.
Yeah,
Any
but
director want
yeah,
to get that act
that's
the worst
right.
of
No
the
one
year.
will do it. No one will do it. But she accepted because I think she was trying to be humble. She just okay. She was, in my opinion, that's just my viewpoint. Not necessarily you will need to like to believe that it's gonna be this way. But what I'm thinking is that she accepted just because she either wanted to have another prize even for being the worst actress, or because she was very humble and she accepted and she said, okay, if you think I'm the worst, let me just go ahead and take it. And that's fine. I accept
I
it.
have one more reason. I have one more reason
Or
why.
I have one more reason, another prize, and that's fine. Give me just a second, real quick. 1 second, just real quick. Okay. Yeah, like I said right now. Okay, so like I said, maybe that was the reason. She was like, okay, let me just take it. But she got an Oscar. Do you think everyone can get an Oscars? There
No.
have been actors with long careers that they have never ever been able to get it. In Hollywood, when you got that, you are somebody with prestige. When
Yes,
someone, I mean, when someone got gets the Oscar.
it's like game award of the year. So a lot of people will play that games because they are the best game in the year.
Yeah, it's like that. So the most important. So now let's go ahead with this true or false exercise. And you're going to tell me whether these statements are true or false. Number one, the award ceremony takes place before the award ceremony takes place before the Oscars.
Can you repeat? I'm not really understand.
Okay, the awards ceremony takes place before the Oscars.
Razzie, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Razzies. The Razzie.
Okay.
What do you think? Is that true or false?
True.
That is correct. So actually, okay, give me a second. Look at that. That is true. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Do you know Sandra Bullock?
No. No,
Look at
don't,
that.
just don't ask me for any you mean I say that. Don't
Just
ask me for any actor or actress. I don't know anyone because I don't care about that.
okay.
Sure.
I was gonna show you. She was the one. She was the one who got the Razzie the night before, and then the night later the Oscar. Okay, number 2. John Wilson started the Razzies because he hates all Hollywood films.
Yeah.
True or false?
True.
It's false. John Wilson started the Razzies Awards for the worst films each year. Especially the reason was because he wanted to pretty much to stand out the films. And after that, then he make emphasis on the actors and actresses. Okay.
Okay.
Number 3, membership of the Golden Raspberry Award Foundation is free.
No. I think no.
People have to pay for a membership. That is correct. It's false. All right. No winners collected the Razzies Awards before 1988.
Yes, correct.
That's true. All right. Sandra Bullock won a Razzie and an Oscar for the same film.
Yes.
Oh, that is
no.
actually that is false. Sandra Bullock won her Razzie and an Oscar for different films. All right.
Yes.
So look at this. Let me ask you something. I want you to think of a film you have seen, you have recently, okay, you have seen recently, and let's discuss this question. Can you tell me, well, one of the films you recently saw before?
Yeah, the game.
Endgame. So here it is. Okay, who would you award an Oscar or a Razzie in these categories? The best film. I'm talking about actors. Do you know the actors of the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, tell me who will you be able to give him? Okay.
Tony.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna fall because I was stepping on this. Let me see. Hoping that I did not damage the cord.
Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, Robert Downey.
Yes, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, Robert Downey Jr. And that was gonna be the Oscar or the Razzie?
Oscar.
And the Razzies for who in the movie?
My Iron Man.
Maybe there is somebody in this movie that you would like to give the Razzies.
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Wait.
No problem. Take your time.
Okay. Make it fast, make it fast. James Franco, Zeroville, David Harbour, Hellboy. Oh my God. Let me see. Okay. I send it in the chat.
Oh, you send it through the chat. Let me see. So those
And
are the races.
yes, what a
All right,
actor.
James Franco, Cerebral, David Harbour, help. Okay, Cerebral is
Okay.
James Franco and David Harbour, the Hellboy.
Okay, what the actress?
And Hathaway. All right, so perfect. Well, Nyan, I think we have covered the lesson today. Let me ask you some questions. All right. So, what did you learn today in this class? And let's talk
We
about
learned about the Razzie champions. No, I don't.
okay,
The
and
Razzie award. This is the award for the worst actor and actress in the film, and
all
also the
right,
Oscar.
that is
The
correct.
Oscar is the award for the people who is the best actor and actress in the film too.
That is correct. The more, in my opinion, let me tell you something. The most prestige, the most prestige. So when somebody wins an Oscar, uh, you know, it's something that is stayed on history. It's like
Yeah,
this
because
actor. Yeah,
they. Okay, sorry.
yeah. Go ahead.
Nothing.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'd like to listen to your opinion.
Because that people who got that, like, they are very good. They need to like go through 1,000 of the actor. I don't know, is it they are 1,000. So they are very good, and like, how can we say,
And I can,
they are very, is they call talent, right?
yeah, they got talent, but there is something on top of that. There is something that is very important for their careers. All right. The matter is that once I'm not able to see your face, man. The matter.
Sorry, because I saved the file to the class in the USB.
Okay, no problem. So I was saying to you that once they got those prices, if they go to another film, they are going to see their experience, their prices, their rewards, and after that, they can charge more money because of the role in a movie, because they are considered prestige actors and actresses. Understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So homework. All right. Give me a
Send
second.
it in Zalo. Send it in Zalo.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Let me just send it to you. Stay with me. So it'll be this one. I'm only going to give you this one. Stay with me.
Okay. We'll keep it in.
Let me see. Okay, let me just reopen Zalo again. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Did you submit?
Well, actually, I'm in the process. Okay, look at this. Right here. I'm only going to give you this one since this is pretty much what has more information about what we learned today in our class. Let me write it.
Okay.
Homework. A student book, all right? Then you will do this exercise. Let me give you another one just in case. Because I think there are two of them that, in my opinion, I consider they are very important. Look at this. Okay, that'll be fine. I'm not gonna force you because maybe you have more things to do and then it's gonna, you may be overloaded. Then Yan, thank you so much for being active in the class. See you next class. And remember, study, study, study as much as you can. Goodbye.
No, but in Vietnam they have like a very funny score about the student who study too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. Hey, and how do you do that?
Yeah, I was in it.
It's not like the Russes, right?
It's in Vietnamese. It's like I translate it to English, so it's look not very good, but in Vietnam it's like a funny sentence, so you can see it.
Oh my God.
It's like
Wow.
translating in English, so it's look not funny anything, but in Vietnam it's like very funny.
Oh my God. Well, something new to me. I never knew that. So in the next class, we talk about that. So it makes me, it changed my day. That's funny. Well, yeah, thank you so much for your time. Let me go to another class. Goodbye. Have a night. Well, have a good night. We're flipped. See you.